Hello and a warm welcome to the Southern View. I'm Sam Daniel from Chennai, and joining me my colleagues Uma Sudhir from Hyderabad and Deepak Bopanna from Bengaluru. Let's begin this edition with news from Tamil Nadu. AIADMK veteran Senkotian has said he would open up his mind and speak candidly on the 5th of this month at his hometown Gopichettipalayam in Tamil Nadu. The 8-time MLA had some differences of opinion with the AIADMK chief EPS a few months ago. He took objection to posters printed for felicitating EPS did not have pictures of the AIADMK icons MG Ramachandran and Jayalalitha. At that time, he had also met Home Minister Amit Shah and Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, triggering speculation that he is perhaps contemplating switching to the BJP. He clarified at that time that he was meeting them only for official purposes with regard to his constituency's development. Senkotian has been minister both under Jayalalitha and EPS. He has also worked with the party's founder, MG Ramachandran. He has been an MLA since 1977. The speculation that he could perhaps quit AIADMK. Some also suggest that Senkotian could actually call for a united fight ahead of the 2026 assembly elections in Tamil Nadu, particularly asking for taking back ousted leaders including OPS and Sasikala. And this is what the veteran leader had to say this morning at Gopichettipalayam.
கோபிச்செட்டிப்பாளையம் கொஞ்சம் பின்னி காலகாலத்தில் நான் மனமிருந்து பேசப் போகிறேன். அப்போது என்ன கருத்துக்களை சொல்கிறேன் என்பதை நீங்கள் அத்தனை பேரும் தெரிவிக்கலாம். லோகத்திற்கு அந்த அதுவரையும் நீங்கள் பொறுத்திருந்து குமுதம் எனக்கு செல்லுக்கு நன்றி.
Congress MP from Tiruvallur, Sasikanth Senthil, has suspended his hunger strike on the 5th day at the Rajiv Gandhi Government Medical College Hospital in Chennai. He had launched the hunger strike demanding the centre to release the 2,152 crore rupees withheld for Tamil Nadu for the ongoing Samagra Shiksha program, which affected children across Tamil Nadu, particularly those coming from underprivileged backgrounds. That's because the Tamil Nadu government has rejected the National Education Policy NEP, calling it regressive and a ploy to impose Hindi. On the third day, his vital parameters declined. He was shifted to this hospital in Chennai, where he continued with his fast. He made this announcement after Congress President Kharge, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MK Stalin appealed to him to end his hunger strike. And this is what Senthil had to say to my colleague Vijay, who spoke to him just before he called off his hunger strike.
Congress leader and MP Sasikanth Senthil has been doing indefinite fast against the central government, demanding to release SSA funds. We have Sasikanth Senthil with us. Let's ask him a few questions. What's your demand? Why you're doing this fast?
These funds, which it is not only about funds. Basically, it is about the way in which our children are being deprived of what is due legally to them. Union government might have policy issues with state governments, but that doesn't mean that you deprive children of education. Today in the ground, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and West Bengal are not able to open their RTE portals. 4 lakh children who have enrolled themselves in RTE into different convents are not able to pay their fees. My demand is, you sort out your policy issues later, but immediately release the funds so that the children don't get affected. I have resorted to this hunger strike after all methods have gone futile with the union government. I don't know why they are adamant with such things. Again, I am requesting them, don't put the children as hostage in your policy tussle.
So BJP have been saying that they would only release the funds if state government accepts fully the new education policy.
If a child loses 10 days of schooling, there's a big chance it will be a dropout. So let's not fight in that realm is what is my request. you can have your fights in different other forums.
You know, Tamil Nadu BJP have been accusing you are doing this fast to divert certain issues. There has been an internal tussle in the Tamil Nadu Congress. So what's your reaction to that?
There is nothing, no internal tussle. Why would somebody divert anything? I think this is the most important issue that anybody should focus. I don't know how somebody can say this is a non-issue. This is the issue, in my opinion.
For NDTV, Vijay Gopal Muralidharan with Vijay Suresh.
The BJP has defended its stand, and the ruling DMK has moved the Supreme Court on this, and this could become a key poll issue as well. Now it's over to my colleague Deepak Bopanna in Bengaluru. Deepak?
Well, thank you, Sam. And in Karnataka, of course, the two main issues that have been, creating a furor, at least politically, are the Dharmasthala issue and, of course, the inauguration to Mysuru Dasara. Now, time and again, the BJP, of course, has been questioning the decision of the state government over the invitation that was sent out to Bhanu Mushtaq, the noted writer, to inaugurate Dasara. Even today, the Chief Minister, of course, while speaking to reporters, has once again reiterated his firm stance that he is right in actually taking that decision to have Bhanu Mushtaq inaugurate Dasara. Further goes on to hit out at the BJP and questions them just because she belongs to a person from a different religion. Does it warrant them to make bizarre statements against her, and should she actually follow any different customs because she's just there to inaugurate a Nada Habba, which is a state festival. Now, with this sort of a statement that has come in from the Karnataka Chief Minister, we'll really have to see what sort of response will really come in from the state opposition, primarily the BJP, which has been raising some serious concerns over, the decision to have Bhanu Mushtaq inaugurate this year's Dasara. So first, let's listen in to what the Karnataka Chief Minister had to say.
She is a Muslim Dharmada lady. ಅವಳು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕುಂಕುಮ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಧರ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಧರ್ಮದವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾಡ ಹಬ್ಬ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೈಸೂರು ದಸರಾ ನಾಡ ಹಬ್ಬ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಧರ್ಮದವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೆದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕುಂಕುಮ ಹಾಕಬರ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದೂಗಳಾಗ್ಬಿಡಿ ನೀವು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ, ನೀ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇನೆಯಾ? ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ನಡಿ.
On one hand, it's Dasara. On the other hand, it's Dharmasthala. Both issues, of course, is turning into a political one, like I said earlier. Now a religious undertone as well that's coming into this. And as far as Dharmasthala is concerned, while the BJP, of course, held that Dharmasthala Chalo Yatra, we've seen the Congress party, of course, say that this is a conspiracy within the Congress. The Deputy Chief Minister has been talking about this. We've seen several ministers talking about it. As far as Mr. Siddaramaiah himself is concerned, he says that the Dharmasthala administration itself has been welcoming the SIT probe, but the BJP only chooses to do politics. Let's listen in to both the Chief Minister and the BJP party President B.Y. Vijayendra.
ನಾನು ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರು ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಿಂದುತ್ವ ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಹಿಂದೂಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಐ ಆಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹಿಂದೂ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹಿಂದೂ.
ಅಯೋಧ್ಯೆ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರು. ಅಯೋಧ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ ನಮ್ಮೂರಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರು.
ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ.
ಹಿಂದೂಗಳು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ಅಪಪ್ರಚಾರ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ಲ, ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳೋದಲ್ಲ. ಮನುಷ್ಯತ್ವ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾವನೇ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಮನುಷ್ಯತ್ವ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಮನುಷ್ಯತ್ವ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ.
So tell me, today the demand, of course, from you is primarily that you want an NIA investigation. The Chief Minister is making it very clear that the SIT is doing a good job. The BJP wanted the SIT probe. Now you're doing politics. What would you like to say?
First of all, we are not doubting the intention or credibility of the SIT. But the people behind this entire conspiracy, they needs to be exposed. And it's not only demand of Bharatiya Janata Party that the matter should be investigated by NIA or CBI, it's the demand made by crores and crores of devotees of Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara temple. Deepak, one thing one needs to understand, Dharmasthala, it's not an ordinary temple. Crores and crores of devotees, they follow this temple very religiously. And this has been there from so many decades, not from today or yesterday. Unfortunately, state government, before ordering the matter to the SIT, they should have made some preliminary inquiry about those individuals, the integrity of those people. But without doing any of this, state government ordering for SIT investigation, and it's going on and on and on and on. And the SIT is digging entire Dharmasthala area, Ujre. I mean, the devotees are truly hurt by the attitude of the state government. The state government, which should have been very sensitive before taking any decision in this regard, without checking the credentials of those conspirators or individuals, ordering a SIT, it's really very unfortunate.
Well, that's the tug-of-war that continues over Dharmasthala. Meanwhile, I believe there's some breaking news coming in from Hyderabad, and this is pertaining to the BRS. I have my colleague Uma, of course, to bring you all the updates from there.
Thank you, Deepak. The big breaking news that we have been expecting all afternoon, I must say, is an order suspending the BRS MLC K Kavitha. This is after Kavitha, just about 4 hours after landing in Hyderabad from the USFA, she had made quite explosive comments suggesting that senior leaders of the party, including former Irrigation Minister Mr. Harish Rao, as well as someone who is very close to the former Chief Minister, who has been a former Rajya Sabha MP as well. She named him, and also certain other senior leaders, saying that it is because of their errors of omission and commission that KCR is now being blamed by Revanth Reddy for irregularities in the Kaleshwaram project. She said her father was like a god, but that these people had spoilt his name, because of which he is now having to face a CBI inquiry. Of course, there have been protests all over the state by the BRS cadre against these kind of actions by the Congress government here, and demanding that all this is politically motivated, and that's the allegation that they are making. But after Kavitha's explosive statements, we did not see any statement coming in from the BRS. I spoke to some senior leaders of the party who said that perhaps now there is no other go but for the party to suspend Kavitha from the party, because soon afterwards we saw the working president of the party, KT Rao, put out a post on X where he praised Harish Rao, and he said that he had taken a master class inside the assembly when he gave the explanation, when he started giving the explanations about whatever was mentioned in the PC Ghosh report. So the big breaking news coming in from Hyderabad is about the orders for suspension of Kavitha from the party. This is something that had been, should I say, it has been something that's been on for quite some time. She has been making statements, but the BRS has chosen to ignore her. Senior leaders refused to come on camera talking about it. The latest controversy, of course, after she made those comments about Harish Rao, and that in a sense put the party in a fix, because the party has been saying that the entire PC Ghosh Commission report is politically motivated, whereas by her saying that Harish Rao, Santosh and others are involved, by saying that she's admitting or she's suggesting that there were certain irregularities that were committed by the former Irrigation Minister and certain other leaders of the BRS, and that certainly put the BRS party in a spot. The party president K Chandrashekar Rao has not commented on this controversy. He did appear before the PC Ghosh Commission, but two other developments that have happened that are related to this, and which is what Kavitha was reacting to, was the PC Ghosh Commission report being tabled in the assembly on Sunday, and then early hours of Monday, with the session going on till late in the night, we saw the Congress government, Revanth Reddy, actually declaring that the CBI will be probing into this entire issue. Today, orders have been issued by the state government, the government orders, saying that they are handing over the inquiry into the Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project to the CBI, and the reasons that were given by the government, because even that has raised certain questions within within the Congress about why Revant Reddy seems to be playing into the hands of the BJP. That's what some of the Congress commentators said. But what she had said was that what he had said was that this is because there were multiple agencies that were involved in this entire issue. Now I'm joined by my colleague Vasudha. Vasudha, this big breaking news that's coming in about Kavitha getting suspended from the party. This was something waiting to happen, but her comments on Harish Rao saying that he's the reason why KCR is being asked to face the CBI probe, that really became literally the last straw on the camel's back.
That's right, Uma. In fact, I remember you talking about this yesterday when the Kaleshwaram project was given to CBI, when the Telangana Assembly and, of course, Revant Reddy took that decision. There was an expectation that Kavitha would speak, and she did speak, and she, blamed Santosh Rao and Harish Rao, both her cousins, for the kind of trouble that KCR is facing now. And even in the past, which we've been reporting, that she's been saying a lot of things against the family members, especially, against her cousins and brothers. So this clearly was, expected. And I remember there was this one time when she also said that KCR is like God, but he's surrounded by people who are evil. So clearly there's only so much that the party can take, but we'll have to wait and see how she also reacts to this. She was also removed from her official position. A few days ago, she was restricted to the Jagriti. Already elections from Nizamabad. This political career remains to be seen, but yes, a big move by BRS, like you've reported. She's been suspended by KCR is what the notification says.
So Kavitha being suspended by the party president, who also happens to be her father, K Chandrashekar Rao. That reference to KCR as God is something that Kavitha made in her press conference yesterday as well, where she said that my Nana, that is father, is like God, but all these people who are surrounding him, they have indulged in irregularities, because of which he is now having to face a probe by the CBI. And she also, in fact, said that all these people had also been targeting her, making sly comments about her, and posting things on social media about Kavitha, but she had chosen to not speak out. Vasudha, one must draw, it is but inevitable that we draw a comparison between what is happening here, a brother-sister feud in Telangana, to what happened in Andhra Pradesh when Jagan Mohan Reddy was chief minister. The difference being that Jagan was, of course, in the chief minister's chair. Now the BRS is out of power, and Kavitha is targeting the party leaders, senior leaders. She has not named her brother yesterday, but yes, she has named her cousin Harish Rao. So how do you see this playing out? Is Kavitha going to go the Sharmila way, electorally speaking?
That's very interesting question, Uma. I also think that the comparisons are inevitable, and I think a lot of this really intensified when the letter, her letter to her father was leaked. And remember when she was in the United States of America for her son's, college, and I remember you reporting on that also, where, she comes back and then she issues these statements, and the letter itself was leaked, and she alleges that, people who leaked it need to be sort of like, asked this question. And in that letter, she had made a lot of revelations talking about her father, saying that, how people surrounding him are the ones who are driving the party to a distress, and that how the BRS is not able to become the opposition party that it needs to become. So clearly, the BRS seems to be at a point of deciding what its path is going to be. KCR, my understanding is, has already made this decision that KTR is going to be his inheritor, and Harish Rao and Santosh Rao also seem to be, in some ways, the whole family seems to be united against Kavitha, and Kavitha also perhaps knows this, which is why in an interview to NDTV, she also talked about how things will get resolved. At that time, she did strike a conciliatory note, but of course, things have really gone, bad is what it seems right now. And of course, yesterday's comments seem to be really the last straw, where she has clearly said that Harish Rao and Santosh Rao, naming them, that they are the ones who have to be blamed for KCR his name being embroiled in the CBI case against Kaleshwaram now. So clearly, this had to be the last straw. But we'll have to wait and see if she goes the Sharmila way, and if she really gets that kind of traction, because remember, she's also lost elections. What is the political future? The elections are some time away, because they'll take place only They took place in 2023, they'll take place only in 2028, so a lot of time left for that. But what is going to happen to Kavitha's political future remains anybody's guess.
Yes, Vasudha. In fact, Kavitha has someone who has a lot of political experience. She was part of the Telangana movement at least for a few years, and then has been closely watching the management of the BRS party itself. And yes, she is ambitious to play a political role herself, and that's the reason why she has consolidated her Telangana Jagriti as well, and has been reaching out to unions across the state, including the coal workers unions and others, in order to consolidate her political position in the state, independent of the BRS itself. We are also now joined by Ashish, my colleague. Ashish, Kavitha is someone who has spoken out, but so far we saw K Rao, Harish Rao, all of them actually not responding to the allegations that she has been making in the public domain. One of the senior leaders of the party was referred to as Lilliput by Kavitha, and even then they were restrained. That former minister was restrained from making any comments by the BRS leadership. Now, is it all going to be out in the open with people, with Kavitha going her own path and no reconciliation possible at all at this stage?
Umar, we have been tracking this whole development since yesterday. In fact, from past few months, when Kavitha's letter first got leaked, and later on she held a press conference, she alleged few of the party insider, in fact, and she blamed that those leaders have kind of leaked the letter, which was very personal and which was meant for her father and party chief KCR.
Just come back to you. We need to go across to BRS spokesperson, Mr. Sridhar. Let me just come back to you, Ashish. We have to go across to Mr. Sridhar. Mr. Sridhar, after yesterday's explosive comments that were made by Kavitha, it did appear that for the BRS there was no option left but to suspend her from the party. Do you foresee this as something that has actually triggered more criticism the BRS way, because she seemed to be admitting that there was something wrong with the way the cabinet of KCR functioned when Harish Rao was irrigation minister?
It might be our opinion. Basically, the cabinet is a collective decision. Any decision taken in the government was a cabinet's collective decision. If anybody has any objections to it, they can speak. But being a member of the party, and also an MLC in the party made it very clear in the today's suspension letter, which was addressed openly, that her recent activities, as well as the statements made by her, are not in the interest of the party, rather against the interests of the party and damaging the reputation of the party. So, see, as a member of the party, every member has a right to express their concern on the party activities, but on a right forum, within the framework of the party guidelines, not openly, which will damage. So, ultimately, all members of the party should be working in the framework of the party and according to the rules and regulations. So our activities are not, helping, rather it is damaging the party reputation. The party chief, Shri KCR, has taken a decision on that. So she has been suspended from the party with immediate effect, basis the activities done by her in the recent past.